just about ready to roll. And starting this one, Chris Sale. How about a scouting report on him?
Boogie brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
And now the DH, Edouard Julien. Foul ball there.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Sale ready. And ball one.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And now 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one misses. The count now 2 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Byron Buxton. And the first pitch misses for ball one. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. One down, base is empty. And it's even up.
Well, interesting strategy there. He must have seen something after that first pitch. Didn't attempt to bunt, but here on the second one, he does.
So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And another ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on pitch.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. Slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And Sale deals. And it remains 2 and 2. In the air. Changing after it. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting this one, Louis Varland. What's the scouting report on him?
They're going to start this one with the opener because of the matchups. Very favorable. I think we're going to see him empty the tank with really good fastball velocity to try to retire these first 3 hitters.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Alex Verdugo. And that's way high. And that's ball one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a pitch. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Buxton sizing this one up, and there's one down. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Austin Riley in the box here lets that one go for a ball. So 2 balls and no strikes. There's a strike. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball but missed the spot.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Marcell Ozuna stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. That's in there, and 1-1. Riley, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. On the ground, and that's just foul.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. There's a swing and a drive. That one's back there. It splashes down for a homer. We won't see that ball again, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now Matt Olson up to hit. 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Man at first, Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Runner takes off. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's a strike. 0-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Swing.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Here's Sean Murphy. In the dirt, but kept close. Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Brings it in, and that is that. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Atlanta, new inning getting started. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Trevor Larnach.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
And that's outside.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue.
2-1.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now Correa up to hit. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well broken in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. And a foul ball. Correa stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And a ball and 2 strikes. That's inside. Next pitch is downstairs. Goes down looking.
Oh, that's almost just not fair with that pitch. I mean, until the very last second, looked like it was going to be well in off the plate, but the arm side run brought it right back to catch the inside corner. tell you what, frustrating as a hitter, you give up on the pitch. I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with that as a hitter other than just tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Here's the third baseman, Brooks Lee, a switch hitter batting right. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Kelnick on the move, and that is that. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one left on base. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Braves 2 and the Twins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now at the plate, Michael Harris II. And there's a ball. This one popped up. Jeffers. And there's one down. At the plate, Nick Allen. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Lifted in the air, right field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Jared Kelnick. Foul ball. Two outs, base is empty.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw and saved. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
Back to the top of the lineup. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Alex Verdugo. Throw to first. Kelnick dives back in safely. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch is outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
2 outs. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Austin Riley. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Misses again, 5 in a row. The 1-0. And that is out of play. Ground ball right side. Keishel tosses to first. That's the third out. So they strand a pair. We played 2 full. It's the Braves 2 and the Twins nothing. Back at Truist Park, top half of the 3rd inning, and now for the Twins, Luke Keishel. Keishel getting the start at second in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2023. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And there's one away. Deshaun Kiersey Jr. getting ready to hit. And a strike in there. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Now it's the DH, Edouard Julien. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And the slider just misses. Man at first, one away. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. So up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton struck out swinging his first time. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, runner on the go, pitch in for a strike, throw to second, he's safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Sale delivers, and there's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really sometimes the ball comes off the bat automatic.
Now this one gets through, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And next for Minnesota, Ty France. That one fouled off. Two outs. Swinging a foul straight back. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In the air, right side, Kelnick makes the grab, and that's the third out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And it's you're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Varland back to work. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 3-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, this thing was hooking down the line the entire way. He knew it was going to be close, and bang, right off the left field pole. That was a pretty swing, and he found a way to keep his hands inside just enough to keep it fair.
Olsen, the next to hit, takes ball one.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And it's fouled away. Here's the pitch to Olsen. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Larnach makes the grab, one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. In there for strike one. That one pushed to the left and foul. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. That clips the corner. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. Strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one misses, and the count 1-2. Fastball is outside. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Braves get 1 on the big fly, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. On to the 4th. Now the left fielder, Trevor Larnach.
Come on, Braves, come on.
Pitch misses. 1-0.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one's in there, and the count 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Swing and a foul out of play. That's outside. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. That one is gone. That was blasted to the moon. His first homer of the year. It's 3-2. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. His first at-bat was a strikeout. And that's in there for strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Here comes the 0-1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Two.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. And that is downstairs. And the count's full. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. The air center field. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out. Stepping in, Brooks Lee.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. But the Twins do get one back on this solo homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here in Atlanta, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Michael Harris II. Doesn't find the zone.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Fouled off left side.
Ball two.
Gonna miss. There's that changeup.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Nick Allen will hit next. Flied to right his first time. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out towards left center. Buxton sizing it up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away. Jared Kelenic next up for the Braves. He's 0 for 1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
He was all over that one. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
So the lineup flips over. Next is the designated hitter, Alex Verdugo. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Kelenic leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Let's get it going, Braves. That's a ball. 1-1.
Varland checks the runner. Kelenic back in on a dive. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Louis Varland won't go any further tonight, and a decent effort considering he's normally a reliever. Back with the new pitcher in a minute. Cody Funderburk will take over here.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Here is Austin Riley. Not even close there. Ball 1. Little chopper rolls foul. Two on, 2 outs. Swinging a foul straight back. Hats and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Braves 3 and the Twins 2. We go to the top of the fifth, and now for the Twins, Luke Keeschel.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from. Well, these Twins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Albies over to first in time, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. So digging in, Deshaun Kiersey Jr. A single and a run scored and a walk.
Ball 1. 1-0.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Outside low, ball 3. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Popped up. Albies. 2 down. So the batting order turns over. And next is the designated hitter, Edouard Julien, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First pitch misses. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Correa is there. And there's 1 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. He has singled and he has flied to left. That one off the mark. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Stays alive. To the right side, Keeschel tosses to first, and Olson is set down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. 0 for 2 in this one. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. On the corner for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
He goes down looking. No runs, no hits, no errors. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 3 and the Twins 2. Top 6. And now for the Twins, Byron Buxton. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. And the 0-1. Ball
That's
1
a ball.
there.
1-1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swung on, popped up left side. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. So up next for Minnesota, Ty France. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. France goes 5 feet 11 inches, 215 pounds.
that's a ball.
He joined the team as a free agent. Good hitters count the 2-0. And that one pulled foul.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
1 down, base is empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Trevor Larnach. He is struck out, and he is walked. Late swing, foul to the left. With the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the 6th. Just missed. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Angel De Los Santos getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Bummer getting cranked up as well. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
France, the base runner at first with 1 out. Tap foul at the plate. That just misses. Full count now.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
He's getting the barrel to the balls. Just got to work on that timing a little bit.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Got him swinging. Make it 7.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. He's already homered in this game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fouled off down the right side. That's inside. And the count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Braves 3 and the Twins 2. Back at Truist Park, and here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. Funderburk back to work. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Hard hit right side. The throw to first. 1 away. Bottom of the 6th. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care.
One ball, 1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That's off the mark. 2-2. And that one is inside.
3-2.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And there's ball
That's
4.
Take your base.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
1 down. Now it's going to be Nick Allen. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. Step off throw to first. Harris back on a dive. Runner on the move. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner goes again. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Kiersey makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And now it's going to be Jared Kelenic. 1 for 2. Misses inside. 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. One left for Atlanta, but they still lead at 3-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Angel De Los Santos. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. Outside low, ball 1. Looking to get the tying run on base. Pitch misses, and now 2-0.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down. Digging in, Brooks Lee. That misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
And that one missing low. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Pitch is in there, and it's 2-1 now. And that one upstairs. And that's a strike.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Luke Keeschel, the next Twin up to hit. Foul ball there. Late that time, and it's strike 2. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down that time. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Braves 3 and the Twins 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Bailey Ober.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Yeah, the batter now, Alex Verdugo. And first offering is fouled off. Ober, he's made a name for himself as a very effective reliever, but not really what you expect from a bullpen arm these days because he's not out there racking up Ks. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here is Austin Riley. Ball 1, no strikes.
I think it's the deception and his ability to change arm angles and slots and give hitters different looks within one at bat. They're never able to get comfortable. When you only see him once, a lot of times he has success.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Got to be clever too when you don't have that lights out stuff, right?
Absolutely. You got to know what you're able to do. Instead of focusing on what that hitter's strength is, stay with your strength and trust that you'll come out on top.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And there's the strike.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
High fly ball out towards left field. Larnach going back and gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 4-2. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Here's Matt Olson down. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Correa fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-2. Back after this on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Aaron Bummer.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now for the Twins, Deshaun Kiersey Jr. The pitch. And ball 1 to the right fielder. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Raisel Iglesias getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. That clips the corner. And strike 2.
1 and 2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now here is Edouard Julien. Swings through that one. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's down and in. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Got him looking. Coming out of the bullpen throwing.
They've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Now, Byron Buxton. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Up the middle, Albies handles, throws to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Braves 4 and the Twins 2. Back here in Atlanta. And now here is Ozzie Albies. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The 2-2 on the way. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that's outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one hammered, but pulled foul. That one fouled off, 2-2. Now fly ball to right center. Buxton moves under it. Hauls it in, 2 away. Michael Harris the second. Now at the plate. First offering, and it just misses. And a foul ball. Two outs. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. And that is that. So they make short work of them there. Through 8 full, it's the Braves 4 and the Twins 2. So they turn to their closer, Raisel Iglesias.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And now for the Twins, Ty France. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That misses. And now it's even 1-1. Softly hit to third. Riley fires to first. Now one gone in the ninth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
He's 2 outs away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Trevor Larnach. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Iglesias in his 10th season, 35 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Swings through that one out in front that time.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And there's a ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Murphy throws to first in time. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
The Twins down to their final out. Carlos Correa digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike at the knees. Two down, nobody on.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
The shortstop takes the ball. The Twins down to their final strike. That one missed. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.